And welcome. You are looking live here at Pioneer Arena. And ladies and gentlemen, it is good to be back. We've got volleyball action. We've got conference volleyball action. And it's the home opener here at Pioneer Arena as Tusculum University is going to go toe-to-toe here with the Virginia Wise Cavaliers. And this looks to be a dandy, folks. And it's early, but it is good to be back here in Pioneer Arena. I'm your host tonight, Justin Chartrain. I'll be bringing you to this podcast. And we look forward to hopefully bringing you what looks to be an interesting match between these two clubs. Tusculum comes into this one, and they are coming in after a really hot start to the season. After dropping their first match of the year to Indiana, Pennsylvania, they turned around and won 3 straight to come into this one on a 3-game win streak, and they were the tournament champs up at IUP. And however, Virginia Wise comes in 0-1 after dropping a non-conference matchup, so they'll be looking to find their winning ways tonight. We're going to take a pause from the action here and go right into Anthem, and then we will bring you the starting lineups right here live from Pioneer Arena. And welcome back to Pioneer Arena. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for volleyball. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here tonight. Let's look at the first for the visiting Cavaliers from UVA Wise. Libero will be Madeline Gibson. At the middle will be Cassidy Farley. Your setter for the Cavaliers, Riley Way. On the right side, Addison Minor. And then on the outside, and probably in a mix of middle at some point, will be Anna White with Kaylee Scarce and Kelsey Green. Virginia Wise is coached by Kristen Salyer and is assisted by also the athletic director at the University of Virginia Wise, Kendall Rainey. For the Pioneers, they'll be starting Carly Sosnowski, the grad transfer at libero, along with Carly Pigza on the right side. Amaya Burrows will be on the outside. Emma Johnson in the middle. Raven Chance in the middle. Rayleigh Matthews on the outside, and Elise Carmichael will get the start as the setter. Pioneers are coached by Danielle Morante, and she is going on her third season here with the Pioneers, and she's joined by assistant Jason Morris, also his third season here with the Pioneers, and graduate assistant Amber Weber. As the Pioneers and the Cavaliers look to square things off, it'll be Elise Carmichael back to get us started here in set number one. And we are back in what was a quick turnaround after the COVID-19 pandemic. Their seasons were played in the spring. Tusculum, between COVID cancellations, got about 6 games in before going into the conference tournament against Wingate, where they fell 3-1, and they are now back in just a couple of months, and we are underway, and they start off with a little bit of an overpass. Virginia Wise is going to have to free ball this one over. Sosnowski, great dig, and they run out of the middle, and that is Pigza, and Pigza puts that one through the floorboards here at Pioneer Arena. What a start for Tusculum, and they are in the orange uniforms tonight, rocking the orange. Carmichael back again. She'll look, goes towards zone 5, and she gets the ace. She's good at that. Right now, she's one of the top servers in the South Atlantic Conference. Granted, it is early, but nonetheless, Elise Carmichael gets things started right for the Pioneers. They look to go zone 5 again. This is up. They're going to get it to the outside. Nice dig there by Sosnowski. Ball's outside of Matthews. Matthews has it blocked. Wise on the attack. They come out of the middle. Burrows nice up. Tusculum keeping it alive. Nice attack again by Tusculum, and great defense here early by Virginia Wise. And you got to love the volley going on right now. They go to Pigza. Nice dig. Here's Wise. Good ball on the right side, and it's once again got up. Great volley here from both sides. A nice tip, and it's kept alive somehow. Unbelievable play. And this time, Matthews puts it away as the ball falls on the Cavaliers' side of the block. Great volley by both teams, and great defense played. And this is one of those plays you hate to see anybody lose the point, just back and forth affair. Carmichael again back to serve. Pioneers start this one off 3-0. Couldn't have asked for a better start on your home floor. And a beautiful spot just shy of zone 6 and a little bit in the middle of zone 3. And Elise Carmichael put that one. You couldn't have placed that any better. And right now, you couldn't have asked for a better start if you're the Pioneers in company. And that ball is swung, and it's going to be just a little bit outside there. It's Tusculum, 5-0 there, off the attack air from the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers not executing quite to the level they were probably wanting to start this match, coming on the road here. Good crowd for a Tuesday night game, and they run that out of the middle for Raven Chance, and that ball is hit just a bit outside, and Virginia Wise will get their first point of set number 1. Kelsey Green goes back to take the serve and tries to get some momentum here rolling for the Cavaliers early. Pioneers. Hot start from Elise Carmichael. And they serve it back. Sosnowski digs this one up. They go outside to Pigza. Pigza has it blocked on the outside. A brick house put up at the net by Cassidy Farley and Addison Minor. Addison Minor, the sophomore, transfer from Francis Marion University out of Blountville, Tennessee here. And they go again. They try to run out of the middle, and this one's blocked. And you are not getting much by Cassidy Farley out of the middle. And she's off to a hot start. 2 back-to-back blocks, and the Pioneers, after the strong start, have taken back a little bit. Virginia Wise now starting to come alive here in set number 1. Sosnowski, nice dig. They go to the right side of Matthews. Matthews, the ball rolls down the net. Virginia Wise, great up. That ball is blocked, and it's going to be a Pioneer point. That was a tough angle there for Addison Minor to try to get a good swing on that, and you see nice block there by Raven Chance. And the transfer, Rayleigh Matthews from Florida Southern. And I know Coach Moranti and Coach Morris are happy to have this talented transfer added to the arsenal they already had from last season on the outside. And that ball is blocked. Carly Pigza puts up a brick house, and she's assisted by Raven Chance. And again, they are continuing to attack. It looks like, I apologize, it's zone 1 on the serve receive game, and Virginia Wise, they trusted Kaylee Scars there on the outside. She ran into a double block, and that will be the Cavaliers' point there. One thing about this Cavaliers group, you can just tell early on by their play, they are a scrappy team. They're going to scrap and make you earn every point. That ball is served just a bit out on the back line, and it'll be a point for Tusculum. Is now coming into the game is Emma Johnson, the junior out of Helena High School from Helena, Alabama. Sosnowski goes at zone 6, and they run a nice attack, and that was beautifully executed by Virginia Wise. Addison Minor gets the kill, and a pair of substitutions now for the Cavaliers. Morgan Blevins comes in from Abington, Virginia. And back to serve Zoe Avery, a junior from Lynchburg, Virginia. There's Avery with the serve. They're going to go right side. Pigza down the line. Count it. Carly Pigza. And she is placing the ball right where she wants to right now on that right side, as a pair of substitutions now for the Pioneers. Checking in from Lexington, Kentucky is Peyton Gash, and back to serve will be Madison Atkins. Nice serve from Atkins. Virginia's going to get a good play on this, though. The Cavaliers, nice swing on the outside. It's dug up by the one and only Sosnowski, and an attack here from the Pioneers will give the Cavs the point. So far in this serve-receive game, you see Tusculum taking the interesting strategy, targeting, it looks like zone 1 a lot. There they went zone 5. Wise got the point. We'll have to keep an eye on that in the serve-receive. They go at Matthews out of the serve-receive. The Cavaliers do. They run a beautifully executed attack to Emma Johnson. Nice back set there by Atkins. Coach Morris, he ranted and raved about just how much deeper this Tusculum team is going to be with this talented freshman from Olive Hill, Kentucky. As Atkins can do a little bit of everything, and she just adds some more versatility to this Pioneers attack. The attack here gives the Cavs the point and the serve back. We're going to go outside of Matthews. Matthews has it blocked, and it is a point for the Cavaliers. And you got to appreciate the way this team is coming in and just competing. They fell down 5-0, and they're just working their way, slowly but surely working their way back in. They go right side to Gash, and Gash just a little too much down the line, and that ball is out. And a point for the Cavaliers after another attack here from Tusculum. They run this one out of the middle, and we have a net violation. And it looks like that'll be Tusculum's point. The violation on the Cavaliers as Johnson goes back to serve. And a service error from Johnson gives the point back to the Cavaliers. And just looking at this match so far, both teams, I think, are just a little amped up to be playing and not really hitting the best percentage. Both teams in the negatives right now to start, but that'll pick up. Just the excitement to be already back here with conference volleyball action. And a nice back row set to Burrows. She has it blocked. They go back outside, and this time Tusculum will not be denied as Matthews puts it away. And returning into the game for Tusculum will be Elise Carmichael back to serve, and Carly Pigza. Carmichael got things started for the Pioneers, got them off to a 5-0 start. We'll see if she can look to do it again. Goes to zone one. Nice attack out of the middle. Couldn't quite get every bit of that swing there as Tusculum plays it over. We go back and forth. They go right side. Pigza with the kill. Carly Pigza is putting away everything she's thrown at her. Carly Pigza. She's another one that you can't overlook with this Pioneers offensive attack. There's so many weapons you have to worry about. You have to worry about the experience with Burrows and Matthews. You can't forget about Carly Pigza. And another point there for the Pioneers. Great serve by Elise Carmichael. Again, tried to drop that one right in front of zone 6, and she's really making the libero work here early for the Cavs. Madeline Gibson doing an exceptional job, though, trying to cover this Tusculum attack right now. They go outside to Wise. Wise, and nice dig by Tusculum. They get it up, and we go back and forth. A good volley going here. They go right side. Wise does. Dug up by Burrows. Burrows, here's the set. Out of the middle, and it looks like we're going to have a net violation. Point Tusculum. One thing that Virginia Wise is going to have to start doing, it looks like, is just got to find a way to put this ball away. Tusculum doing a great job covering their spots, though. Give Tusculum some credit on the defensive end. Virginia Wise getting good swings over that block up there. And a beautiful serve, and Elise Carmichael doing it all right now, and we are going to have a timeout. Kristen Salyer wants to talk things over. Tusculum up 15-10 here in set number 1. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network presented by SAC Digital Network. And right now in set number 1, the Pioneers rolling after a little bit of a run. Both runs have been sparked by your junior from Indiana, Avon High School. Elise Carmichael has been doing it all for the Pioneers early. Elise Carmichael got the Pioneers rolling to a 5-0 start, and she has sparked another run here for Tusculum. Hands down their best rotation when she's serving, and the attack air from the Cavaliers gives the Pioneers the point. Nice attack there by Kaylee Scars, just a bit outside. You can tell Virginia Wise right now getting warmed up. They haven't really quite been able to put the ball in play a whole lot on the attacks, but you can tell it's coming. at any point in time. Volleyball is such a rhythm sport as the service area. That's a rare thing you see out of Elise Carmichael. Gives the Cavaliers the point and the serve. Back serving is Kelsey Green from Alta Vista High School, and they run that beautifully out of the middle, and Virginia Wise wasn't even able to put up a block on that. Raven Chance gets it. Nice decision by Carmichael, and you could tell, again, that's one of the things that Tusculum hurts you with so much. Everybody was keying between the way Pigs has been playing. Amaya Burrows hasn't even really got started just yet. I think Virginia Wise was anticipating that ball going to the right side or the outside, and Raven gets the kill. Tusculum has their attack blocked a little bit, and Virginia Wise able to play it. The roll shot dug up by Burrows. They go back row to Matthews. Matthews just a bit outside, and Wise with the point. Boy, this Tusculum offense is fun to watch, though. As back into the game for the Cavaliers is Anna White. An outside hitter there from Eastside High School in St. Paul, Virginia. Here's Tusculum. They run out of the middle again. Timing was a little bit behind, but the Pioneers are able to put it away as Raven Chance gets the kill. And you see that again, just jumped maybe a little too early, but hey, they make it work, and the Pioneers get the point. Sosnowski back to serve. When you want to talk about an integral part, and Sosnowski's going to get the ace. Again, they continue to attack Zone 1 in this serve-receive game, and it has worked very well. You could tell Coach Marani and staff have done their homework. Here they go again. Back towards the Zone 1 area. Wise going to get a play on it, and a great swing there from Addison Minor, and she puts that one away, and Tusculum unable to dig that one up as substitutions coming in here for the Cavaliers as Zoe Avery returns along with Morgan Blevins. Avery will be back to serve. She looks at this Tusculum back line here, and right now Virginia Wise, I think, trying to still identify some of the weak points maybe in this Tusculum defense. Pigza, she's going to get an attack off. Set was not ideal, but she makes it work. We volley back and forth. Here we go, out of the middle. Pigza will not be denied. She puts that one through the Virginia Wise block, and a point will go to Tusculum. Back into the game will be Peyton Gash and Madison Atkins. Atkins goes back to serve for the Pioneers. And Salyer's going to go ahead and burn another timeout. She's not liking what she's seeing. She wants to talk some things over again here in set number 1. And when you look at so far for the Pioneers, what's going right for them, it starts out of your serve-receive. You can tell Tusculum's done a great job. And, again, a lot of this has been sparked by your junior Elise Carmichael, but that's what she's good at. And she's gotten this Pioneers team off to a great start and kept the run going in the serve-receive game. You look at what Tusculum's been able to do on the offensive side of things. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even seen Amaya Burrows get really involved just yet, but it's been right now. Carly Pigza's been doing all sorts of work on the right side, out of the middle, even on the outside at times. And then, of course, your transfer, Rayleigh Matthews, your MVP from last week's IUP tournament. And Carly Sosnowski, your senior grad transfer from Florida International, taking care of that back line. And between all that right now, and you've gotten some good play out of the middle as well between Emma Johnson and Raven Chance. And the Pioneers are rolling here as we resume action here in set number 1. Pioneers trying to shut the door and take a set number 1 victory over the Cavaliers. Pioneers' last home match came last year. They only played one, and it was against Lincoln Memorial, and it was a 3-0 sweep for the Pioneers. A nice run, and Amaya Burrows, hello! She tattoos that one into the floorboards here at Pioneer Arena. Beautifully executed out of the timeout. Tusculum rolling on all cylinders right now in set number 1. They go right side. A nice attack there, and that'll be Kaylee Scarce with the kill from Dry Fork, Virginia. Your freshman outside hitter getting the start tonight. Great swing there by Scarce to keep things alive for the Cavaliers. She's back on the serve. Paints the line, and a beautiful serve from Scarce. This is a talented freshman, and boy, she's going to be special as she moves on up the ladder here for this Cavaliers team. She goes and paints that line again. And again, she's going to have another ace. I think Burrows may have been okay letting that one go from my angle, though. Easier said than done, though, when you're actually in the heat of the moment. And it's another ace there for Scarce. And all of a sudden, just a little bit of momentum for Virginia Wise. And that one is going to be a little bit outside. And Amaya Burrows will go back on the serve. It is 23-16. Pioneers a couple points away from taking the game one victory. Here's the serve. They go outside with it. Sosnowski, nice up. Here's the bump set. They go to Matthews. Matthews has it blocked. Gash keeps it alive. Another bump set. This is low. They're going to have to free ball this one over. Here come the Cavaliers on the attack. They go right side. Sosnowski refuses to give up. Great diving effort and a great volley going on here. They try to pump this over. Tusculum's bench screaming for a double, and now we have a net violation, and it looks like that's going to be called on the Pioneers, or correction, on the Cavaliers. And it is now set point for Tusculum as Amaya Burrows will try to put this thing away in set number one. And a beautifully executed serve between zone 1 and 6, and set number one goes to the Pioneers. Tusculum takes set number one. You're watching the Pioneers Sports Network here on the SAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County and you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to JohnsonCityToyota.com.
And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena. And if you're just joining us, the Pioneers took set number one in convincing fashion, 25-16, led by just all-around great attacks from the serve position, the serve receive position, the outsides. And Tusculum will try to keep things rolling here in set number two. And we've got a score update here. Just looking at the other scores for Tusculum around the league. Men's soccer picked up the win at Lee's McRae 4-2, and currently the Tusculum women's soccer team is playing right now, and they are up 1-0 against King University. So right now, Tusculum, all good vibes here in Greenville. As Virginia Wise will come out and try to maybe rebound from a very strong offensive display from the Pioneers in set number one, and we'll see if maybe Virginia Wise has found a little bit of momentum coming into this set now that they've kind of got a chance to see what the Pioneers are made of, but it is no easy task going to be trying to keep this team neutralized tonight. They will have their hands full for sure, and the Pioneers have done an exceptional job building this program. Coach Moranti, as we've mentioned, is on her third season here and taking this program to a championship level. Certainly not been easy, but it's been a fun process that Danielle and her staff have thoroughly enjoyed, and they've got the Pioneers playing some great volleyball and trying to pick up their home opener win here today against the Cavaliers and start conference play off 1-0. They start this set off here going right side, and that ball's left on the net. Somehow, some way, Sosnowski got it up, and it's going to be the Pioneers' point anyway on an error, or I believe it's a violation on the Cavaliers. Not sure what the violation was, but Rayleigh Matthews goes back for the serve, and she'll go after zone 5 again. That has been a hot target for the Pioneers. Apologize to all the viewers. My volleyball terminology, I was a state championship volleyball player myself, as Tusculum gets the point. It's been a bit of a minute since I've broadcasted volleyball here, and so I got my zones mixed up just a little bit. So please forgive me if you are watching the broadcast, but it has been zone 5 that Tusculum's been attacking, not zone 1, as I make that correction now, and hopefully will remain perfect the rest of the broadcast. They go outside, and Amaya Burrows puts that one through. And Tusculum rolling, and the energy on that bench is contagious right now as Pioneer Arena coming alive here. Great turnout. Despite still in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, great to see the students out in support, and Virginia Wise gets the kill there. They go out of the middle. And I believe that was Addison Minor getting things going as Kelsey Green will go back for the serve for the Cavaliers. So they go out to the middle, and a beautiful set. And Carly Pigza, my goodness, she put some heat on that one, and that ball was tattooed, and she gets another kill. And that ball is blocked, but it is going to fall out on Tusculum's side for the Cavaliers' point. And a nicely executed play as Cassidy Farley goes back for the serve. Checking in is Kana Davidson for the Cavaliers, and it'll be another Pioneers point as we see Peyton Gash and Madison Atkins return for Tusculum. And Elise Carmichael, you can't. Got to appreciate what Elise has done so far in this match. She's doing it all from the sets. She's made great decisions on where to go to keep Virginia Wise guessing, and obviously the serve-receive game's been very strong. And that ball is going to be a kill again for the Pioneers, and they've started set number 2 off in strong fashion as well as Peyton Gash goes through the block, and that ball falls on the Cavaliers' side, and they are rolling here in set number 2. They've picked right up where they left off in set number 1. They go outside. Davidson with the attack. Tusculum returns the attack out of the middle from Emma Johnson. They go back. It's blocked. Great volley going on, and a net violation, and it'll be point Pioneers. And that is, I believe, either the 3rd or 4th net violation on the Cavaliers this match. Virginia Wise trying to find some rhythm here. And they know just how dangerous and potent this Tusculum offensive attack is. And the service error there from Atkins gives the ball back over to the Cavaliers as Avery and Blevins come back in. Zoe Avery will take the serve, your junior from Lynchburg, Virginia. And the Pioneers bench making some noise here. They're rowdy in here tonight. And that ball is out, and a point for the Pioneers as Amaya Burrows goes back for the serve. Amaya Burrows, one of the key returners for this Pioneer team, the junior from Wesley Chapel, North Carolina, as Wise takes the point on that, and they'll have the freshman Kaylee Scarce, who showed a little bit, I think, put a little showcase on what she could do in set number 1 as she returns. This is a talented freshman, from what I can see, from Tunstall High School. I apologize if I butchered that. In Dry Fork, Virginia there, and we've got a little bit of confusion at the net. Not sure what the call is, and they give the point to Virginia Wise. I think Tusculum was looking for maybe a, not sure what all went down on that play. One thing I don't ever try to be, folks, as a referee. Nice dig there by Virginia Wise. That ball is blocked. Emma Johnson and Matthews get a hand on that, and Wise attacks again. Sosnowski, another dig. They attack, and Emma Johnson uses her long arms to go up and put that one right in the middle of Zone 6 and Zone 3, and Pioneers get the kill as Johnson will go back to take the serve. Emma Johnson, a junior. And you just look across this team, and the Pioneers do have some young stars in the making here. And a nice attack there from Virginia Wise. Beautifully done as Madeline Gibson, the libero, goes back to take the serve. And she puts that one down the line. Tusculum, Nice is going to get a good attack off of this as Gash tries to push it. Wise picks it up, and that ball is blocked. And Raven Chance and Peyton Gash tag team for the Brick House on that. And Tusculum, as Elise Carmichael returns, and Carly Pigza. And right now, I have not been able to find a weak rotation here for this Tusculum team. And I know they're at their strongest when 26 here in the orange is back serving. She puts a beautiful serve in Zone 6. She tips it over the block on the outside is 22, Kelsey Green. And a good volley going back and forth here. Green's going to go on another attack, and that is just a bit outside. Point Pioneers as they increase their lead to 5. And one thing that is not being really taken into account is the blocking and the effort put on by Tusculum's front line. Seems like Green and the other outside hitters, Scarce, just have to continually make adjustments. What a block, though, on that. An absolute roof by Cassidy Farley, the sophomore. And an Abington, Virginia. Madison Minor returns for the Cavaliers, and going back to serve is Riley Way for Virginia Wise. And that block, talk about a momentum swing. You just see the energy from the Virginia Wise bench there. Another block out of the middle. Chance has it rejected. Here's Burrows, another block, and Cassidy Farley has come alive here in set number 2, and the Cavaliers are starting to find a little bit of momentum. And they are continuing to dig and claw. You got to appreciate the effort here by Kristen Salyer as she has some momentum here and a nice attack out of the middle. Wise is going to get it up, though. Great job by the freshman Scarce to keep that alive. They're going to bump set to the right side, and that ball is just a bit outside. Addison Minor tried to paint the line. Sosnowski was there. Surprise, surprise. And the Pioneers get the point, though, on the attack here as Rayleigh Matthews goes back for the serve. They've been targeting Zone 5 heavy. We'll see if they continue to go, and they do. And they're going to have to free ball this one over. They go right side. Tusculum. Pigsa puts it through the double block. And Carly Pigsa has been the definition of efficiency here tonight. She's been putting the ball through the block. She's been putting the ball around the block, and she has been painting the line, has been very accurate. all night long. Kelsey Green with the attack from the right side, and that ball is going to be a little bit outside as Tusculum goes on a little bit of a run. And Coach Salyer wants to talk some things over. Tusculum on a little bit of a run here in set number 2. The Pioneers up 14-8. Everything is rolling for Tusculum here in set number 2. We'll be right back. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network, presented by the SAC Digital Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
And welcome back to Pioneer Arena, and the Cavaliers will be coming out of the timeout here trying to see if they can put a halt to this Tusculum attack, and seems like no matter what Virginia Wise tries to do, Tusculum has just had an answer for tonight, and a lot of those answers have resulted in number 12 in the orange for the Pioneers. Carly Pix has been able to open so many things up right now, and Burrows and Matthews getting into the action. They go out of the middle, and Burrows, what a dig though. Madeline Gibson gets that one up, and a block, and Virginia Wise, maybe that's the momentum they needed coming out of the timeout here in set number 2. 2 big-time attacks from Tusculum. One was returned by Gibson, the senior libero from Abington, Virginia, and then the other attack had it blocked. Kana Davidson, another freshman that you see in this lineup for Virginia Wise, as Green has a service error, and the Pioneers will get the point. Emma Johnson returns to the action for the black and orange, and Tusculum up 15-9 as Sosnowski goes back. And one thing you have to appreciate about Sosnowski, and that's another ace for Sosnowski, and put that ball right on the money. I think that ball was going to land right on the line anyway, but again, they continue to attack zone 5 in this serve-receive game for Virginia Wise. Sosnowski again lines it back up. They go towards zone 5. And Virginia Wise is going to have to free ball this one over, and that ball hits the tape, and it crawls over for a Virginia Wise point. Very wise play by Madeline Gibson, the veteran on this Cavalier squad. Cassidy Farley back to serve, and she's been doing it all at the middle. She's had some big-time blocks in set number 2 here, and Tusculum does get a run out of the middle to Emma Johnson. She'll get the point. Emma, I don't think she got every piece of that she wanted to, but the point will fall to Tusculum as Peyton Gash returns along with Madison Atkins. And you look at this Tusculum team, and Madison Atkins, a freshman, and I know both Coach Moranti and Coach Morris are just excited about what she's going to be able to bring to Tusculum, not only this year but in the years to come, with just what she can do from her position. And there's a block from Tusculum, and again, Virginia Wise attack is halted by that strong front of the Pioneers. And then another young one here that is blooming is Peyton Gash, a sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky. And that run from Virginia Wise, a great run. That ball is just put a little outside as Morgan Blevins couldn't get that one to land. This is a Virginia Wise team, though, that'll be interesting to see as the season goes on. You look at their lineup, you see a lot of freshmen getting some minutes here. Kana Davidson, a freshman here from Yorktown, Virginia. Morgan Blevins, another freshman from Abington, Virginia. Kaylee Scarce, a freshman from Dry Fork, Virginia. This is a very young team, and it'll be interesting to see what they continue to grow, not only in this season, but in the years to come. As the Cavaliers get the point, and going back to serve will be Zoe Avery, a junior. Here's Avery. She goes towards zone 6 and targets Matthews. And that ball is just left a little too high. And Anna White, another freshman from St. Paul, Virginia, is able to put that one down out of the middle. Again, that ball was just a little too much on it. And that ball is able to float up towards the net for Virginia Wise to get an attack off of that. Here's Avery again. They go at Matthews again out of zone 6. They run the slide there for Emma Johnson. Dug up by the Cavaliers. They go on the outside, and a nice roll shot there from the freshman Kana Davidson. And the Cavaliers get a point. It's 19-13, and maybe just a little bit of momentum here. Maybe too little too late, though, for the Cavaliers in this one. We'll see, though. I've seen some crazy things in this game of volleyball as a service error, which is something you really couldn't take there if you're Virginia Wise as you were trying to make a run. Gives the Pioneers the point. It's 20-13 here in set number 2. Amaya Burrows goes back to serve. Here's Burrows. She's going to float that one right in front of zone 6. Nice dig, and they're going to dump this one over. Tusculum was sitting on it, though. Nice set from Sosnowski to Gash, and that ball is blocked. Here it comes again. Another attack out of the middle. Emma Johnson's able to put that ball down, and a point for the Pioneers. As Zoe Avery, I don't know, almost got a hand on it. Great diving effort there. And Pioneers are up 8. Here's Burrows again. Burrows, that short serve will fall a little bit short and into the net as it'll be a Cavaliers point, 21-14. Back into the match is Kaylee Scarce. Kaylee Scarce here, the freshman. She's going to be really fun to watch, I think, for this Cavaliers team as the season goes on in the years to come. She's got all the tools, folks. And that ball paints the net, and it falls right there in front of zone 2. And you just, what can you do on a play like that? And Rayleigh Matthews gets the kill, something she's quite accustomed to. And Tusculum just doing it from all ends right now. On the outside, the right side, the middle. Coach Moranti has to be impressed with the way her girls are playing right now. Kelsey Green with the attack error, and that'll be another point for the Pioneers as they take a 9-point advantage here in set number 2. Emma Johnson is back on the serve to try to close this thing out for Tusculum as they look to shut the door and look to take a 2-0 set lead in this match. Nice dig from Scarce. They're going to get a good attack off of this. Beautiful placement by Green. Tusculum digs it up, though. They go right side. Gash puts it through the block. Peyton Gash. And it is set point here after that brilliant attack from Peyton Gash. Here's Emma Johnson. She paints in zone 6. It goes on the outside. Green has it deflected. Great diving effort by the Pioneers. And that ball will drop to keep this set alive for the Cavaliers. But the Pioneers, again, 1 point away from closing out the set. And they'll try to take a 2-0 set lead here. Into set number 3. And Riley Matthews says, I will not be denied. And she puts that one through the block and secures the set number 2 victory over the Cavaliers. Right now, Tusculum rolling. They're up 2-0. We'll be right back here for the start of set number 3. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network presented by the SAC Digital Network.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, Jack.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop. Shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop. Shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back here to the Pioneer Sports Net. Welcome back here to the Pioneer Sports Network, and joining us here is myself and myself alone. I'm Justin Chartrand, and we have had a sensational performance here in Pioneer Arena by the Pioneers as they are up 2-0 over the Virginia Wise Cavaliers, and it has been all Tusculum. They've been doing it primarily from the offensive attack. You look at the leaders in the offensive attack, Rayleigh Matthews, Carly Pigza, and they've gotten great execution out of their middles tonight in Raven Chance and Emma Johnson. And then you can't forget about one of your top returners, Amaya Burrows. And Carly Sosnowski's been doing it all from the back row. And Elise Carmichael and freshman Madison Atkins has gotten some action there from the serve receive and the sets. And you can just see the energy here from Tusculum is just all good vibes around as Tusculum will go into set number 3 to try to close this thing down. Right now, you just look at the story of the game here. Off 61 attacks, Tusculum has 24 kills compared to Virginia Wise's 49 attacks, 11 kills, 14 attack errors for the Cavaliers, 12 for the Pioneers. And Tusculum starts this off, and why not go on back to Carly Pigza on the right side, and she painted that one right down the line, and boy, did she put a little bit of mustard behind that one, and good luck digging that up. Pigza gets things started off right for the Pioneers here in set number 3. Carmichael back serving. She's been sensational here tonight. She goes right for zone 6. And some confusion is going to lead to a free ball. Here's the Pioneers. The attack. And Pigza, no one there. And Carly Pigza says, don't mind if I do. Carly Pigza having a great night here in Pioneer Arena, and she has kicked things off. Couldn't have asked for a better start for this Tusculum team on their home floor. It's their conference opener. It's their home opener. And that ball paints the net, and Virginia Wise is going to dig this up, and they go to the outside, and a great attack there by Addison Minor. She gets the kill, and Virginia Wise is on the board. Scars goes back with the serve. Here's Scars. She goes to Burrows down the line, and it's dug up, and that ball is blocked, but it's going to fall out, and it'll be Tusculum's point. Nice attack there by Rayleigh Matthews. Rayleigh Matthews, this transfer from Florida Southern, so far has been everything that Coach Morris and Coach Maranti have preached about in terms of just her offensive ability to attack, and she can do that at a high rate as the Pioneers get the point there, and Matthews will continue to serve. 4-1 here. And the attack from Virginia Wise falls a bit short there, and that'll be another point for the Pioneers. Tusculum with 6 serving aces tonight. And a serving error there from Tusculum will give the point to the Cavaliers as Cassidy Farley goes back the middle from Abington, Virginia with the serve for the Cavs. She's going to go at Sosnowski in zone 6. Carmichael pushes that to the outside, and Burrows says thank you very much, and she puts that one away. So many weapons you have to worry about on this Tusculum attack, and you see Amaya Burrows, she just can get up there, and she gets that ball at its highest point, and she makes it difficult for, no matter how tall you are, how high you jump, to try to get a read and a block on her. She's been a sensational player for this Pioneer crew. And a good volley going back and forth right now, and that attack falls a little bit short as Miner just took a little too much heat off of that one, and that ball falls on her side. It'll be the point for the Pioneers as a substitution in. This will be a freshman from Jonesboro, Tennessee, right out of Daniel Boone High School. It looks like getting some action here for the Cavaliers on another service error from the Pioneers here. As Dana Persinger, the freshman, got a little bit of time. I'm sure we'll see her return to the floor, but freshman Kana Davidson comes back to serve for the Cavs. They're down 7-3 early here in set number 3, and they are facing if they lose this one, it'll be the match. And a point for the Cavaliers there on the block. And Virginia Wise, again, hanging around early, but it's been the big runs from Tusculum's offensive attack that have fueled the Pioneers to this 2-set victory. And a serving error for the Cavaliers. We'll turn the ball back over to the Pioneers as Gash and Atkins return for Tusculum. Madison Atkins will go back for the serve. And that Tusculum energy still alive and well on the bench, as you see, and the Pioneers rocking some new orange uniforms, and they look nice, and on a beautifully executed kill there from your setter, Riley Way. She's another one there from Kingsport, Tennessee, just up the road from us at Dobbins Bennett High School. Only a sophomore. Kelsey Green back on the serve. Matthews has the dig. They attack out of the middle, and that set was a little bit behind Johnson. And it'll be a point for the Cavaliers, so 8-6. It's a good one right now. Virginia Wise trying to build any kind of momentum in a volleyball. It's one of those things, if you can just pick up one win, and there's an ace, and Matthews not sure what she wanted to do with that ball, and that point will go to the Cavaliers. And again, volleyball is one of those sports. If you can just find a way to take a set, it puts just a little bit of pressure, and you start making errors, and just anything is possible. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not here to jinx anybody. Anything is possible. They go outside to Burrows, though, and she paints the line. That ball is tattooed. Amaya Burrows. Can't forget about her. I think we've been just so starstruck by this talent from Pigza. And there's an ace from Amaya Burrows as well. She's starting to do it all, and she is sparking a Pioneers run. But you look at the offensive firepower. You look at Rayleigh Matthews. You look at Carly Pigza and the action that you've gotten out of your middles. You can't forget about this right here. And another ace for Amaya Burrows. And the Pioneer bench is loving it. And a timeout from Virginia Wise. Salyer has seen enough. And another run from the Pioneers is going to force a timeout. We're in set number 3. It is 11-7. Pioneers up 4. We'll be right back. And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, and a run sparked by one of your key returners, Amaya Burrows, has the Pioneers up 11-7, and they're trying to close out set number 3 and take the match. They're up 2-0. A beautiful serve, and that ball is just a little bit outside. Madeline Gibson goes back. Gibson, the lone senior on this Virginia Wise roster. That ball is blocked, but I think we have a net violation. And we do. A nice block there from the Cavaliers, but again, another net violation. That is their 6th of the game as Emma Johnson goes back to serve. Johnson. Ball is returned over here, and Tusculum goes to Gash. Gash! A great attack, and Virginia Wise, heck of an effort to keep it alive. And a little bit of miscommunication maybe. I'm not sure what the Pioneers were trying to run. I think I know what they were trying to run, but there's a reason, folks, why I'm not coaching. And nonetheless, it's the Cavaliers' point as Riley Way is back for the serve. And one thing you got to clean up here if you're Virginia Wise and you want to try to take set number 3 is your serving errors. Just a few too many of those, and you can't have that when the Pioneers are playing the way they are on the offensive end, as Rayleigh Matthews puts that one away, and then Tusculum regains the point as Elise Carmichael and Carly Pigza return. And this is key right here for Virginia Wise. Pioneers are very strong in this given rotation with Pigza and Matthews playing the right and outside, and you have Carmichael in serving. And a block out of the middle. Raven Chance puts up a brick house. Says, get that out of here. That was a nice attack from Farley. Great swing on the ball, but a sensational block put up by Chance. Chance, just a sophomore from Loretta High School. And she has improved vastly. And speaking of Raven Chance, once again, and that ball was put straight down a roof by Chance. And Tusculum is rolling here in set number 3, and you can just feel it. They are poised to finish off the Cavaliers in 3. Carmichael goes to zone 5. They're going to play this to the right side. Scarce. Carmichael gets it up. Sosnowski bump sets it to the right side. Pigza, great diving effort. Wise is going to have to free ball this one over. They run a beautiful attack, and that ball paints the line. It's going to fall in. Rayleigh Matthews gets the point. Tusculum up 16-9. And at some point, if you're Salyer, do you try to burn your final timeout? A Pioneers run puts them up 16-9. Here's Carmichael, and that ball is placed spot on. Elise Carmichael continues to prove why she is one of the best servers in this conference. Looking ahead, Tusculum goes from Virginia Wise tonight. They will go on the road to play Wingate, who, if you know anything about South Atlantic Conference volleyball, that is the top dog to beat. And the Pioneers, if they can play the way they've played today, will give Wingate everything and more. And that should be a thriller to watch. Pioneers are rolling, and there is your final timeout in this set, burned by Coach Salyer, as it is 18-9. We're going to stick right here. Pioneers trying to close the door on this and take a 3-set sweep of the Cavaliers. Looking ahead right now and just looking overall at the conference standings, Wingate at the top at 4-0. Tusculum is in a 3-way tie for second with Mars Hill and Queens at 3-1. Tusculum looking to move to 4-1 tonight. Has a lot of momentum rolling into Wingate. That game will be played in North Carolina on Wingate's campus, and that'll be a dandy to watch. That'll be a dandy to watch this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. And then the Pioneers go to King before returning for a 4-game homestand, which will all be conference matchups with Newberry, Anderson, Carson Newman, and Lincoln Memorial to wrap up the month of September. As we're back, and Carmichael continues to serve, and if you're the Cavaliers, you've got to find a way to get out of this rotation. It's 18-9. Tusculum has all the momentum right now as they try to close the door. Carmichael, she goes right down the line to zone 5. They're going to get a play off of this. Green's attack is blocked. Correction, it is not Green. That is Persinger on that attack. Tusculum has it on the right side. They go to Pixa, and why not? Carly Pixa keeps the run going, and the Pioneers now take a 10-point lead, and you can feel it. Tusculum trying to start things off here on their home floor with a nice conference win over a very gritty Cavaliers team. And another serving ace from Elise Carmichael, and the Pioneers are doing it all tonight. As we've got now a substitution coming into the match. It's going to be Lydia Collins, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. As Raven Chance comes out, and Raven, the sophomore, played a sensational match tonight thus far. As she's got the Pioneers in position to take this one away. Serving error by Carmichael finally gets her off that serving line, and I'm sure Virginia Wise is happy to see that as they have Kaylee Scars back on the serve. It's 20-10 here. Pioneers 5 points away from winning the match. And that ball falls out. Another service error by the Virginia Wise Cavaliers. And again, give Virginia Wise credit. This is a very tough, experienced Pioneer team. Give them credit for coming on the road in a tough environment tonight here in Pioneer Arena. This is a young team. And you can tell they're headed in the right direction now. As that ball, another attack error from the Cavaliers will give the Pioneers the point. Rayleigh Matthews back on the serve. She's 3 points away from putting this one in the books and sending us all happy, home happy, I should say, with a W. She goes to zone 5. They run out of the middle. A nice attack. And it will be, it looks like Cavaliers point there. Good run out of the middle there from Cassidy Farley. And this is a Virginia Wise team that will only get better. These two teams will meet again on October 19th at Virginia Wise's place. And miscue there from the Pioneers leads to the Cavaliers' point. You could tell this Virginia Wise team, though, will only get better as the season goes along, as some of these new freshmen continue to find their way, find their role, and find their rhythm within this team. And they're well coached. They play with a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and a lot of hustle. But right now the Pioneers, it's just been a little too much tonight, and they've been rolling on all cylinders as Sosnowski goes back for the serve. She paints it in zone 1 again. Here's the attack. And that ball, it looks like is blocked. I'm not sure if the ball even made it over the net as Emma Johnson tries to get her mask off the court. And she's like, I've had enough with this. Pioneers, it's match point. Sosnowski to try to close the door and send all Pioneer fans home happy here. And a beautiful serve, and it's going to be a double. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the match. Tusculum opens the season strong, and Coach Maranti and Coach Morris and Coach Weber, they've built a winner here in Greenville, and they look strong tonight. They take the match 3-0 over the Virginia Wise Cavaliers. Folks, don't go anywhere. Coming up, we'll have our post-game interview with head coach of the Pioneers, Danielle Maranti, as we will talk about the victory and as they look to go on the road to play Wingate next. Your final score again, Tusculum 3-0 over the Virginia Wise Cavaliers. We'll be right back. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network, presented by the SAC Digital Network. And fans, welcome back here to the Pioneer Sports Network. Your final tonight in a 3-set dominant performance from the Pioneers. They take it over the Virginia Wise Cavaliers, as Tusculum just seemed to execute on all ends. Looking at the stats from this game, Virginia Wise, 14 kills on 67 attacks. Tusculum, 33 kills on 77 attacks. And everything from the great play of Elise Carmichael in the serve-receive game. Carly Sosnowski did what she does best on the defensive end and keeping a lot of balls alive. And then the offensive attack was just a little bit too much tonight, as Amaya Burrows. Carly Pigs, your play out of the middles was sensational from Emma Johnson and Raven Chance tonight. And Rayleigh Matthews made her debut tonight as a Pioneer here in Pioneer Arena, and she did not disappoint as Tusculum rolls 3-0. Again, folks, be sure to catch all the interviews from this game and more on the YouTube page for the Tusculum Pioneers. I've enjoyed bringing this one to you. I'm Justin Charchin, and I'm signing off here from the Pioneer Sports Network, presented by the SAC Digital Network. Good night, Greenville.